welcome back to another YouTube video. On today's episode, we have an event to go to next week. Fruit of Femme at NOLA Motorsports at NOLA. It's in Louisiana. I don't know the actual track name. But Saturday is a girls' day. Sunday is co-ed, so I'm bringing Diego with me. I'm sure by the time I post this video, he will already have revealed his car. Currently, we're only waiting on two things: the quarter glasses and the rear glass to be put on before he reveals it. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below about the new color. It's not his typical Java green, but it is a really, really pretty, like, emerald color. We did the same metal pearl that I have on my roof, on his roof, and then he switched out the fiberglass hood for a carbon fiber one. Oh, and the best part, pop your hood really quick.
You're gonna have to do it dirty.
Reach for the skies.
It just got the tube front end redone. Whenever we get back from NOLA, we will be painting the engine bay, but for right now, we're just gonna press send and go because we're on a time crush. Last week, we painted this car in a matter of less than 48 hours because we started on a Friday, painted it Saturday at like 3 in the morning, and then came back Sunday to paint some little smaller panels. And of course, you can't forget the Minervas. Ooh, absolutely baller. I'm in love with this car. I think I like your car more than I like mine now.
Don't lie to me.
I ain't lying. Now, what do we got going on over here? I just went and picked up our tires. Okay, so back of my truck, there is currently 5 sets? Yeah. 5? Yeah, 5 sets of tires. There's 10 tires total. Picked it up from our boy Stan. They are Westlake 265, 35, 18s, which is what I always run. He usually runs the Linos, but this car doesn't really shred tires like that, so he's gonna just go with the Westlakes. So, what do we got going on with my car? It's a couple of things that we wanted to do in the last couple of weeks, and it all has to do with suspension. Tension rod brackets that connect right here, they were stripped and were jiggling back and forth, so my caster changed every time I drove. This right here, like, was not threaded in correctly, so we cut the frame, slid something in there, and then welded it back up. So now that's actually bolted on correctly. I also did the rack, which I made a video on it. Unfortunately, the rack is leaking. Hit up Drift HQ, which is who I got it from, and they will be sending me a replacement soon. Unfortunately, I do not think that the replacement is going to be here in time, so I'm going to do a couple of things that will help in the meantime, which are the bushings. I'm going solid bushing. Also have a relocated rack and cut knuckles, which I don't have a relocated rack, a relocated subframe, sorry, currently, and I also don't have cut knuckles, so that should help my driving a lot more. The fact that my caster isn't moving should help a lot more. So yeah, I'm gonna pop these babies on. Ooh. And I did rebuild my VSKFs, so we need to put the tires on those. I don't know if we're doing that today or tomorrow. What I'm gonna work on right now is dropping the subframe and putting that on the new subframe, and then putting the subframe in. Subframe's back on. Gonna put the rack back on with new bushings. And this car pissed me off, so we're leaving. But we got the subframe and the rack back in, and I gotta redo the rack again because when I get the new one, I gotta redo it again. But tomorrow we're gonna do the knuckles and the wheels and the tires and the sway bar and whatever else is left for this car. I'm going home. I'll catch you guys in 3, 2, 1.
Ready? Good card. Green car. Green car go from SR20. Green cup. Water.
And we're back, second day. Here's the car. So, little recap, even though you guys just watched it. I did my rack, subframe. Now I'm gonna work on changing the knuckles. These are not cut knuckles. So I am changing them for S14 cut knuckles that I have bought from a friend. And he gave me these, I think they're GK Tech lower control arms. I'm not gonna use them, but I think I am gonna use these really beefy tie rods. So gonna get started on these first, taking everything apart. And while I was doing that yesterday, guess what came in? Another rack, a replacement rack, because if you guys knew, my last rack that I had just bought brand new from KFAB was leaking out of right here. So they sent me a replacement, put this one on before the next event. This rack literally has no events on it. I've street driven it maybe like an hour or so, and it was already leaking, so you can see like the fluid right there. So yeah, they sent me a replacement. I'm gonna work on everything else first, and then I'm gonna do the rack last because we have to recenter the rack again. We already had done that one and spent like an hour doing it. We gotta do this one again. I don't feel like taking the rack out right now because I've done it so many times at this point. So I'm gonna work on something else. Saying bye-bye to the non-cut knuckle lifestyle. Boom, baby. Woo! This thing looking good. Alright, other side.
Watch out, I picked it up and quit.
It's scraping the living shit out of the fucking side skirt. And my car's smoking like a bitch. Day number 3, and I recorded absolutely nothing from day number 2 because I got absolutely annoyed and pissed off with my car, as I always do. But this time it was to the extent where I smashed my finger like 5 times. I hit my head on things like 7 times. I dropped tools on my feet a lot of times, and it kept happening and happening and happening, and I got super aggravated and I got super pissed off, and I was just over it. So I finished the car. I didn't record shit. I didn't even record an outro for the second day. So we're just gonna skip to day number 3. Diego's aligning my car again. But
I aligned it in June.
But the 2 seconds that he drove the car from the parking lot to here, he does say that my steering feels a lot better, which for me, what was happening with my steering was it felt like it had a really dead spot. And even in drifting, mid-drift, like it would just have a dead spot. It would just go like this and do nothing. Or like that and do nothing. We thought it was the rack, and then the steering pump, and a bunch of other stuff. Since the rack started leaking, we changed the rack, and we also got bushings for the rack. We also have new cut knuckles. We have a lot of shit going on with this car. The whole front end has been retouched, other than the lower control arms. I still have the same lower controls, which I will be changing it because I'm gonna be putting the lower controls that Diego has on his car on my car, because he's gonna get new ones, exactly the same measurements, just new one, cleaner, better. And then we're just gonna keep these as a spare, like if we really needed to run them, just keep those. But yeah, another thing we have to do on the car really quick is fix my exhaust, because it's literally dangling on by a thread. So yeah, let's see how unaligned my car is. Alright, gonna take this thing on a little ride in my passenger seat of my own car. Someone please grasp it!
Steering went crooked.
Huh?
The alignment's a little off.
Something's hitting.
Is that your side skirt?
I think it's my bumper.
Oh, she's twitchy.
Sorry, that is my subframe. Just kidding, that's my exhaust. Damn, not a single shake. My biggest issue was my steering wheel shaking like at 30 miles an hour. It's so fucking stiff. Oh, there's a little.
That's just your is very bumpy.
Yeah, my wheels are bent, technically.
I balanced one of them.
Alright, he's gonna take it on a little lap. Give the car a test. I don't know what he did.